Hello, Marix. Hello, Cookery. Yes, it's been a while, Marix, and it'll be intermittent for a while too. I did lose internet connection just then for a couple of minutes. War Thunder, yeah, jolly good. War Thunder's good fun. I've still got an amber indicator on my live dashboard screen, which suggests that it's not streaming best yet. I'm going to go through the startup. I'll talk through it. So first I'll put the, well, let's show you the aircraft first. Okay, I'll put the panel lights on. Open the covers for the booster coil and the starter. Put the fuel pump on. Hopefully you'll hear it. Open the fuel cock. Put on the magnetos. Turn on the radio. Ask for permission to start. I'll do that using voice attack.
Mazda, Chevy 1-1, request startup.
I'll prime the engine.
Cleared for startup. Wind 157 at 2 meters per second.
There's a chopper in the area. Okay, I'm primed. I want my prop pitch fully forward. When I start the engine with my home and delete keys to press the booster and the starter, once the engine catches, I'll hit a button at the back of my throttle which will throw the fuel cut-off lever forward and allow the engine to run. Here we go. I'm gonna set my altimeter. Set my nose down ready for takeoff. Okay, I can now ask for permission to taxi.
Mazda, Chevy 1-1, request taxi to runway. Chevy 1-1, Mazda, clear to taxi to runway 8.
So Marex, what you grinding? Perhaps Marex is gone. And the reason we have to use the brakes for taxiing is because when you're not going fast enough, the rudder alone is not going to turn you. There's not enough airflow over the rudder. When I get to the runway, I'll ask permission for takeoff. Brake fully on.
Mazda, Chevy 1-1, request takeoff. Chevy 1-1, Mazda, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.38.
I didn't set my rudder trim. Okay, rudder trim set, nose down set. I think I'm ready to go. So it's going to be brake off, stick full back, full right aileron, wind it up, and then gradually let the stick forward. So brake off, and dance on them pedals. Gear up. Trim. prop pitch canopy. So I'm not sure how well I'm being heard. I did get a Skype message from Laxor a bit earlier on. He said he's kicking tyres, so chances are he will open up his server so that we can both fly. I'm going to put my illuminated sight on and make my guns ready. Oh, bit of a freeze there. Oh, I got him anyway. Taking hits. Who's still viewing? Give me a yo. That's it, they're all dead. I'm gonna land. And I'm not gonna go around, I'm just gonna go in on this one. Get out. Flaps.
Chevy 1-1, taxi to parking area.
Well, I'm actually not going to taxi. I'm going to jump this and find Lexor's server. I don't need to do any of that, of course, but there you go. Raven Field. I don't know what that is. Right, I'm going to jump this and find Lexor's stream. I mean Lexor's server. No servers showing for some reason at the moment. Ah, because I was clicked into the search field accidentally. He might not be up yet. I'm just going to have a quick word with him on Skype. Right, he's asked me if I'm still here for a bit or whether I'm going to close soon. I've told him I'm here for a bit longer. I've no doubt when he gets in he will boot up his server, so we'll see Lexor's server in here. I'll see if I can find out how long that's going to be. Privet. I think I'm talking to someone from Russia, maybe, judging by the script. Only World War II planes. That's all I do because that's what I like. Yeah, I don't do jets. Russian, Privet. I'm just waiting for Laxor to come back to me to let me know how long before his server will appear in this list. Um, the the Russian person, because that's all I can refer to you as at the moment, what name shall I call you? What what could you write in English that I can call you? Nikita. Okay. Okay, Nikita. That's much easier to read for me than the other stuff. I haven't streamed for quite a long time because of things that have been happening around me, and I will only be streaming very sporadically um, for a while. But this is DCS, of course. Do you do DCS, Nikita? Yeah, I love planes, but I really only love the piston engines. Even in War Thunder, I don't fly jets in War Thunder. I've got them all that I would want. Um, I've got them all except for the last one, which I'd have to spend millions on just to get the last one, which I'm not going to fly, so there's no point. Right, Laxor has just told me that he's just firing it up. Laxor, we fly together very often. Well, I say very often. When I'm flying, we fly together, but I've had a lot of time away just recently, and I expect to have a lot more time away in, for the foreseeable. But we fly together, and we also fly with Commander Cosmos. Lexor also live streams, so when I finally get to his stream, chances are he will also be streaming, and he streams on Twitch. His name is Laxor Borosilicase, but if you just look for Laxor, I'm sure you'd find him. Laxxor. So, what flight sims do you like to use, Nikita? And whilst you're maybe replying, I'll also have to point out that in the past, YouTube chat has stopped working for me occasionally, so people write things in the chat and I can't see them. They don't turn up for me. So if you write something and I don't respond, that would be why. In fact, I'm going to refresh my screen. I can see that you're getting it. I'm getting your messages. Flaming Cliffs. Oh, right, okay. I've got IL2 um, Cliffs of Dover Blitz. Um, I don't find it so good because I find it a bit glitchy and not very intuitive. I've also flying.
Check, as he says.
I also fly in. I also fly in Microsoft Flight Sim X. I'm just going to talk to Laxor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's ready now.
Not finding you. Which version are you on?
No. Should be there.
Right, bear with me, folks. I'm just in chat with Lexor at the moment.
Yeah.
We're trying to get his server.
Yeah, so definitely be running.
I don't know what. Oh,
Oh, I thought you said you'd done that. Okay.
okay. I had to refresh the stream to see Lexor's server. Yeah, I don't know Flaming Cliffs really. Right, so Lexor is in
I'll
slot
persist
10.
in private just for the moment because I'm not quite ready to go onto the other stream yet. I'm having real problems with voice attack. Unless I just have to rebalance everything. It's just a pain.
But I'm still in a little bit of chat with Lexor while we get sorted out, so bear with me. I've also pulled down the game sounds a bit. I'm going to get my spit ready. I'll talk through it. Radio on. Right, I've got my lights on my panel. I'm going to open the covers for the booster and the starter.
And do you ever get it where it doesn't respond to your hotkey to pick up voice command? I get it a lot. I've only just started it up.
Right, fuel pump on. You might hear it, or you should. I
It
can
did
hear it.
one capture, and now it doesn't.
Yeah.
What's also the difference with the red VU on the bottom of the screen and a black VU?
Okay, I've...
As a test, if you said the word radio to voice attack, does it pick it up?
If I...
Yeah. No, if you say radio to voice attack, does it correctly interpret the word radio? Obviously, it won't necessarily map to a command, but does it pick? I've never had it successfully do it. and the ones that I do get are had her. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, I can now go properly through my startup process. So I've got my fuel pump running, fuel cock is turned on. I'll put my magnetos on. I'll prime the engine. I'll make sure my brake is fully on. Crack the throttle a bit. Right, the throttle is cracked. I need to hit the two buttons down there, the booster and the starter, so I'm going to use the home and delete keys for that. I would then, once the engine turns and catches, I'll hit a button at the back of my throttle to put the mixture lever forward. Here we go. Theoretically, I should have asked permission to start the engine, so I'll do that now using voice attack.
Mazda, Chevy 1-1, request startup. Chevy 1-1.
I'm going to set my altimeter.
Wind 157 at 2 meters per second.
And I'll set nose down, ready for takeoff. And give it some right rudder trim. Okay, I can now taxi, I think. Oh no, I'll ask permission.
Mazda, Chevy 1-1, request taxi to runway.
To taxi, I have to use rudder and brake.
1-1, Mazda, clear to taxi to runway 8.
Getting down. I'm gonna give up with voice attack. It just doesn't work for me. Yeah. Yes, I've got some pre-stream stuff that happens at the moment. So when I pop in, I'll be there. Rather, when you hear me pop into the channel, that's when I'm good.
I'll now ask permission. I'll stop and ask permission to take off.
Mazda, Chevy 1-1, request takeoff. Chevy 1-1, Mazda, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QSE 29.38.
Right, I'm just going to hold there for a second or two. Just a quick word with Lexel. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. I've got my nose down trim set. I've got my rudder trim set. My brake is on. I'm going to take my brake off. Full stick back, full right aileron, throttle up, and then gradually let the stick back to normal position. Dancing on the pedals as I go. I might adjust track AR a second. I think that's better. Here we go. Brake off. Gear up. Trim. Set prop pitch. Close canopy. So I don't know how much of that you could hear because it was noisy with the canopy open, but hopefully it came through. Illuminated sight on. Make guns ready. The targets are all marked in red at the moment. I've got to turn them off. I can't remember how to turn them off just yet.
Shift F10.
That's better. I've turned off the labels, the markers now. I've just heard Lexor join me.
Alright, I'm in.
So, good evening to Lexor. I've got a couple of people watching my stream.
Okay. Have to rebalance.
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
that's good. There's a couple of trucks on the grass still left. Do you want me to leave them so that you got something to work on?
No,
Just as you're getting ready.
I don't know if your mic position is slightly different, but it's picking up your P's and T's a little bit aggressively tonight.
Is the voice generally loud?
Very slightly, maybe. Just wasn't sure if it was in a different position from usual. Like, rather than being in from the side, if it's coming in from the front.
No, it's the same position. I've backed off a bit. Is that any better?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I'll leave the tankers on the road so you got something to play with to start with, if you like.
Yeah, sure. Phew.
Say again?
It's alright, Whiskey.
Okay. Okay, I'm going over to the east to the units that shoot back in the field.
Okay, yep.
What are you flying?
I'm going to start in the Spitfire at least, and then move on as I crash.
Okay.
Or get shot down. I actually got shot down once for the first time rather than crashing the other night.
Oh, right. I've lost the units in the field. I'll find them. Oh, I think I've found them. Yep.
Having my buttons slowly disappearing in capacity is most awkward for starting up because I had all my starter stuff on the throttle and it doesn't work now. So I'm going to have to try and juggle mouse clicks instead.
Oh. That's a pain.
oddly, I'm having trouble starting up.
Oh. In what way?
It's oh yeah, perhaps I hadn't kicked my electrics on, perhaps I'd forgotten to do that.
Ah.
But no, the electrics are on. It's the flick, it's the switch that gets flicked when you move the throttle forward.
Yeah.
That's just the undercarriage indicator, that's all it does.
Yeah. So have you got your magnetos on, fuel cock on, fuel pump running?
Yeah. So it turns over and then it dies.
Have you primed it?
Yeah.
How many pumps?
5 I normally do.
Ah.
I'll try it again.
I'm
I might
RTB.
just because I'm... Okay.
Oh, I see you.
It's not even turning over now.
Are both your covers open? Boost to
Yep.
start.
Yeah, it's what I mean is it's going doing that. It's doing the but it's not actually causing any sparks.
I'm gonna buzz Laxor.
Oh, well, I don't know what you did with that flyover, but it made it start.
I can't think why.
That's most bizarre. I normally have a lot of different problems when I start up one way or another, but that's not normally one of them.
Oh, right. I've got to adjust my volumes a bit because you're a bit high. So stay as you are and I'll adjust mine. Well, that serves me right. I was trying to do too many things at once. I was trying to... Oh, there's the choppers. Okay. For the sake of my stream, the choppers we can shoot at, and at least one of them, I think, shoots back.
I think this is a fateful DCS session. I've just nosed over and put the propeller in the floor.
Ah. Okay, I need to try to adjust things. It's probably the volume on the other Discord. Can you give me a quick count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And once more. Right, okay. The slide moving is adjusting what's going to my stream from you, but I've got to turn it down in voice meter. Hold on. Oh yeah, that volume is quite high. Okay. Can you give me one more count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That should be good, Tom. Okay, I can go through my startup process again now, so I'll talk to my stream.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that you've respawned on the same slot.
No, next one down, but close
Oh,
enough.
okay, yeah. I just heard your engine start.
Yeah, that was more successful that time.
Yeah. Are you? I take it you're not using radio at the moment.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, that's fine. Right, for the sake of my stream, I've just been adjusting some levels, so now I can get the aircraft started. Brake fully on. Prop pitch fully forward. Magnetos are turned on. Fuel pump is on. Fuel cock is on. I can prime. Right, home and delete keys to push the start and booster buttons, and then a key on my throttle to throw the mixture lever forward. Set my altimeter to my altimeter. Set my nose down and set my rudder trim. Nose down trim, rudder trim. Okay, we're not asking for permission, so we're just going. And if I sound drunk, it's because I hear myself in my own ears with a slight delay. It's really uncomfortable. Here we go. Break off. Before that, I'll switch my gear light on. I've also put my lights on.
ATC isn't talking to me anyway. So.
Have you got your radio on?
Yeah.
You haven't taxied yet, have you?
On the runway.
Oh right, okay. I didn't see it go by. Well, because you'd have gone the other way, wouldn't you? You're at the start of the runway, yeah?
Yeah, far end, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're not on the runway, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, go. I've got to turn left to the taxiway that goes to the runway now. So we can watch Lexor take off now. There it goes. Okay, stick back, full right aileron, brake off, throttle up. Gear up. Adjust trim. Adjust prop pitch. Close canopy. Track IR is acting up a fraction, it's jittering about. I've probably not got it set right, probably. Are you going for the units south of the airfield?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to find you.
Just running up 5 past.
On the tankers. Oh yeah, I can see you firing. Yeah, nice. I'm going for the tanks on the bridge. They'll probably shoot me down. Hit a tree. Hit a tree because at the very last minute I realised I hadn't made my guns unsafe. They weren't set to fire. Choppers are looking a bit tempting, aren't they?
Well, they're close by.
Okay, I'll just do this without talking through it. The good thing about the other or using the other version is that it has burning skies there. So we obviously haven't got access. Burning skies is the one that we've flown before. Like you fly along the coast to hit ground units, and there's an airfield nearby where you can engage air units.
Oh, okay. Is that the Normandy preparation?
Yeah,
Right.
Normandy anticipation they called it. Yeah.
Anticipation. Yeah.
Of course, that's not on this version.
No. Neither is the Grim Reaper server there on beta.
Yeah. Oh, I messed that up. I wasn't watching my speed properly, and somehow I ended up dropping my speed right down. I don't know why. I wasn't really watching, wasn't concentrating enough. The good thing is that I do that sort of thing very rarely now.
Just found out on my last pass of the tanks on the... They took out my reflector sight.
Right.
Which is odd, because the only damage I can see is on my right wing.
Yeah, that you can see. Perhaps something went straight through the side of the cockpit, just on the other side of the panel. Or, if you've taken out your reflector sight, once again, damaged bulb. because I'm sure that's what happened to me. I'll probably give it another 10 minutes or so.
Took a bit of damage on that last pass.
Ah,
Lost my right aileron.
oh, oh wow, that's a bit unusual, isn't it? I think it is.
Yeah, you either get peppered or you go down, don't you?
Yeah. I'm just spinning a circle now because I heard a hell of a crash just then.
Hell of a crash where?
I don't know. Well, I heard a heck of a crash and then I saw you, but you're still flying. I might see if I can find the choppers. If I can take off without crashing. But to say that is pretty rare now, I'm happy to say. It's very rare that I really mess up a takeoff.
Are you on the runway?
No, I'm turning left onto the taxiway that goes to the runway.
Did you have a quick peek, hit F2 and bounce over to my aircraft?
I didn't quite get that. Have you backed off a fraction maybe?
No.
Ah,
If you hit F2 and go over to my aircraft, just have a look at the state that it's in.
right. I probably won't be able to hear you a bit later because it's very noisy when I got the cockpit open. I'm about to swing onto the runway.
Yeah, I'm also going to taxi off runway onto the nearest exit, so give me a couple of seconds.
Okay, I can see you.
That's probably my best landing I've done for quite a while as well.
Ah, good.
Okay, I'm clear the runway.
Yeah, I see you. Okay. The other thing is I haven't got my computer chair restraint in place, so I can swing about a bit as I move my pedals, which is a bit of a pain. It's not worth doing it now, I'll leave it out. I'm going for those units on the bridge again, I think.
Okay, I hit a couple of them, but that was after they damaged me, so I backed off.
Yeah, I'm seeing smoke from that area, which I think is on the bridge, so I think you've actually at least got one of them. No,
that's still there.
No, yeah. What I'm seeing is the truck that's on the beside the road by the bridge. It's sort of tucked up near the trees.
Yeah, I don't even remember putting that on there, but
No, there is one of them smoking as well.
There shouldn't be because they're all functional as well. One of them is very slightly caught, but that's a good one.
I didn't catch that.
He took two of them out there in one pass.
Hey?
He took two out in one pass.
I did? Oh, I only got 10%, I thought. Oh, probably because you damaged them a lot. You must have damaged them.
Unless two of the vehicles were down, and it was just that there were two infantry stood in the same position.
Maybe.
But I watched you on the map go over, and I saw them disappear, so...
Yeah, there's two left. Going for them. Got some damage, but didn't kill them.
There you got one down to about 40%.
Oh, right.
Is it just I've never noticed it before, but on the intakes on the underside of the aircraft, our aircraft, there's what looks like a variable intake mouth, which seems to be filled in.
That's right.
I don't ever remember turning anything or switching anything that would cause that to extend.
No, I think it might be auto on the LF9. Can't even think where it is.
I thought it was a radiator flap. I've just turned it off, but it hasn't worked.
I've got to push your volume up again. Stay as you are. Right, hopefully that's better. Can you give me a count?
1, 2, 3.
Possibly. Difficult to say. Okay, I'll make another pass on the tanks on the bridge.
Okay.
Don't think I've got them at all. I'm going to come from the other side again. So I'm going to come from the west.
Oops, wrong button. On the west, yeah, the high side. I can never hit them coming in from that side.
No, from the... I'm coming in from the east, sorry. I have been coming in from the west.
Yeah, west.
I
Yeah, west I can do because it's flat. But the east side, because you
Yeah.
effectively have to get over the crest of the bridge first and
Yeah.
then go down.
got 38% on at least one of them. I'm probably running out of cannon. I'll try again from the west. I've had generally more success from the east for some reason. I'm going to power up for this. I'm sure I hit something, but I'm out of cannon. I can't do anything with them now. So I'm going to land. Opening the cockpit, it's going to get noisy.
Okay. Oh, I just broke it on the runway.
Ah. On the
I'm off to
runway.
one side. I'm off to one side. You should have enough space. I'm off to the right side as you
Okay.
come in from the east. West, sorry, west.
I've got to bleed some speed. Get down.
I thought he was going to do the same there.
So did I. Not quite sure why I did that. I might have had my brake on further than I realised. I'm not sure if I've got damage or not. I've got a little bit of pepper in, but no real damage.
Oddly, it's I find it's almost exclusively on the right wing.
What, your damage?
Yeah, almost always it's on the right wing, and yours is on the right wing as well.
Yeah,
I mean, I do
mine is
eventually get some on the left, but it's always the right wing that gets damaged first.
Just trying to think which wing it was, where I actually had holes in it where you could see through, which is less usual in this. I think it's when I clouted the ground, but there was actually holes. I think that was the right wing. Now it wasn't responding. Voice attack wasn't responding, and that's because it's showing as War Thunder. But I did lose internet earlier on, so maybe when I restarted, yeah, it would have gone to War Thunder and didn't switch. I'll try my voice attack again. It worked, but I wasn't clicked onto the DCS screen.
Request refueling.
I took some bombs up earlier on and hit the white building.
Oh yeah.
Copy.
Oh yeah.
Refueling complete.
So where are you at? I can't see you.
I've just fired up in slot 1 for the Spitfires
Oh, I see.
taxiing.
Yeah, I see you. Slot 1?
The slot that's closest to the runway.
I thought that was 56.
Yeah. But
Rearming
I think of it as slot 1 for the Spitfire.
Oh, right. Oh, no, that's 10. Yeah, it's actually 10. I'll do one more sortie and I'll quit there.
Okay.
I'm going back to the bridge.
Okay. Did you say you'd already got rid of the ones in the west? Oh no, they're still there. Okay, that's right.
I'm not hitting anything. I'm rubbish. I'm going to come back from the west. That was from the east. I think they're damaged because I don't remember having them fire at me, so maybe their guns are out.
Yeah.
Oh no, one's firing at me now. I'm going on power. I think that might have finished them. There's one more on the bridge, but I think his gun is out. Oh no, he's probably the one that... He's not on fire, he's completely burned out, so there's no fire.
I'll try and have a go at the units over on the east side of the airfield.
The east, I thought I got rid of them. Oh no, that might have been on the single, not on the server.
Right. Oh dear, they just ripped me apart.
They did what?
They just ripped me apart.
Ah,
Absolutely shredded my engine. And me, by the looks of it.
I've got two of the line of tanks that are just to the west of the bridge.
Right.
I thought I put quite a hail of bullets on one of those tanks. I got 1%. I've only got 7.7s left. Once again, I can't really do anything against them with 7.7s. It's 20 past 12, so I suppose I should go in. Oh, the tanker's just landing. So I'll have to wait for that to get out of the way, probably. Opening canopy.
There's a slightly ropey engine note, I think, on that.
I can't hear you. Right, speed's dropping, so the wind turbulence noise is a little bit less.
Sorry, say again. I need to.
It was a slightly hairy landing. I wonder if it'll let me jump out and walk. Yeah, it's letting me walk. Doesn't always.
Yeah, it's only a walk for you, isn't it? 'Cause if I go to you, it's just you stood on your wing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah. You don't. I suppose it's not. It's not something that needs to be modelled for DCS, is it? You don't have infantry or first-person rather engagement.
Nah. It won't let you get back in the plane, that's the thing as well.
Yeah.
I'll verify that.
I'm hoping where I'm sat is safe. I can't remember where the refueler parks up. Pretty far
So,
I'm gonna
Say
So
that again.
I'm not entirely sure if where I'm sitting is safe. The refueler is running along the main parking strip, but I can't remember
Oh
where it
right.
parks.
Yeah, I can see it.
So it might just drive into me. Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a slightly peppered right wing again. Left wing is pretty much intact. I've had it on both wings, but it does seem to be the right wing that's more vulnerable. Okay, well I think I'm gonna close down. Are you in
Okay.
a Harrier?
Yeah. You just heard it wind up.
I just heard it winding up, yeah. But it was in stages. Right, I'm gonna fold, but I'll just quick word
Okay.
on the stream first.
Right.
Right, for the sake of anyone that's watching my stream, it does say that there's one watching, but I don't know if that's accurate or not. But I'm now going to jump from DCS and turn in. So I'll be closing the stream. Thanks for watching. And I don't get to do this very often at the moment. And I don't know when the next time will be. But hopefully people will have the bell hit and they'll know that I'm streaming and they'll come and join me. So thanks for joining me. Good night.